Voice cracks. I lost my voice yesterday. I'm a school teacher, so it's occupational hazard. My words are runaways.
Oh my God.
My words are slaves in a plantation of thought. Runaways screaming, I don't care if I get caught. They hate the narrow lines that confine. They hate the grammar system that binds. They hate the white paper that mocks. They hate the white reader that gawks. My words escape the plantation seething. My words escape the plantation unsheathing. Hatred courses through their curves and bends for having to pay for the slave master's sins. Nothing is sacred anymore. Bombs over bags of dad's guilt. He carries around, blow up the past and let the particles disperse into the atmosphere, being sodomized by a giant dick named John Smith. Mother Earth is a loose, porous whore. Pornos reenact her being schooled from the garden, guarded by a flaming sword, the same one that circumcised the Holy One and cut off the head of Goliath. I saw it being auctioned on eBay, 7 days and 7 hours left. But no one knows the hour when Doom is no longer played on Xbox 360 or called an MF and reblogged on Tumblr. Nothing is sacred anymore when I keep playing God like there isn't one up there beyond the sun whose fun is to send down riddles to solve, conundrums of the heart, frozen air in the lungs, black ice, inspiration, white light, condemnation. Nothing is sacred anymore. Zimmerman's Dean. Human sacrifice to the white Western God-man, appease the idol of the Republic, soaking the altar with black blood, oil greasing the engine of America's machine. God bless the slave who protects his own. Exoneration from legal execution under the law of bail. Murder isn't murder when the skin is cursed to death. Hamitic serendipity. Thou shalt not kill unless it is God's will. Stand your ground when stalking your prey to and fro, seeking who you can devour like succulent lamb chops, marinated and cooked by a southern chef, taught by Aunt Jemima, nursed by Mammy, white woman playing house, niggers dress up like the olden days. The old South beckoning a return to slave wares on the soul, ghastly garbs and royal raiments back to ghastly garbs, hoodies and blue jeans, God's worst nightmare, like the dragon who spews out a flood from his mouth to cleanse the earth of the dark man, whose every imagination, every thought of the heart evil. Kill him for fear of rebellion. Kill him before he rises and takes the throne. It's worse than you think. 1. All of us appear to be resting, but we are atrophying. 2. Beginning with birth, we gradually die, belching and breaking skin and breaking bones and boredom and bare for back pains. 3. Catatonia and cats everywhere, cats and catatonia and corn in a cup. Corporate closed captioning for those who choose to view the queue. Cantonese and Chinese and Creole and Croatian and Czech and Coptic. 4. Dumb and dumberer as we waste away on dingy couches, depressed and diabetic and deaf and delusionally disordered and dementia. Damn. Dipping Dunkin' Donuts and Frappuccinos from Starbucks and dimly lit strip clubs. Dust until dawn we drain our blood till we are dust-bitten and dead as a dog. 5. Earth and coffins that earthworms can eat through and evil angels peek through. Evolution edicts proclaiming the equality of Eve's children from now to eternity. Equality, everyone erodes eventually. Evanescence tries to wake you up inside, but is likewise ephemeral. Ecclesiastical musings eat away at you. Eye never satisfied with seeing, ear never filled with hearing. Everything's the same, everyone's the same, everywhere's the motherfucking same. Ergonomics, the science of evolving us to become more efficient slaves. 6. Fired this time off the couch with fever's pitch. And dancing and fun and folly, Futurama on pause, forgot to set future recording for Family Guy and Fringe and Modern Family and a New Normal and Fashion Hunters and X Factor. Fairly odd how we forgot and forsook the ways of our forefathers, forbearance and fighting, fact and folklore, folklore, the final 4 hours of this final fantasy, and the fire dragon harkens back to the omen, and the son of Sam and the war to end all wars, and Fidel Castro's rise to free his people, and America fucking with Mexico and the Dominican Republic, and the first Legionnaire's disease outbreak, and the face on Mars. Forever 21 just had a sale on funnel neck fleeces for men and women and fat girls. First class ain't like second class, and second class ain't like no class. For some, first of the month means it's time to smoke a blunt and get a dub for 40 bucks. For others, facelift to forget those 40 years you wander in the desert forest, deserted forest, faithless and feckless and freckle-faced with African features. 7, Gideon's fleece is gritty from the sins of the children of a lesser God. Gift of gab can't save you from the sun, from the gun in God's generous hand. Gainsayers gamble their goose away to the devil, whose 7 chefs cooked it with garlic and ginger, Gorgon and Gussian and Gadriel and Gamgan and Gello and Gomorrah. Gargoyles that look like demons, demons that look like gremlins, gremlins that look like goblins. Gematria has already revealed the identity of the Antichrist, and his English name is George. And those with gnosis smelled the sulfur when he greeted the Children's General Assembly. Greedy gnomes grabbed too many cookies out of the cookie jar. Mama Earth got angry and sent hurricanes and floods and earthquakes to make Greenspan confess his sins. Google knew the whole time with his googly eyes, gawking the stock market as we entered the Great Recession. Gatsby the Great has returned and atoned for the sins of Gordon and Cheney and Goss and Gonzalez and Rumsfeld. Gaddafi got by well-grown grinning gooks that gobbled up his goods. Guerrillas all over the world, past and present, grieved for the godfather of revolution. Meanwhile, gents here go gaga for gaga and still believe the sun revolves around God's green earth, and that Gandhi was a Cherokee from Georgia who migrated to Germany and single-handedly took down Hitler. Kahana is filled with the ghosts of Leopold's limbless children and Gore's goose that laid the golden green eggs. Gog and Magog are in Cold War, and Gollum is Al-Masih al-Dajjal, and man is Golem and man is Gollum. Gil Scott Heron walked alongside the devil and got him to spill his guts, and guilt-ridden he ran the gamut, gerrymandering, genocide, and the Jerry Springer Show. But Genghis Khan did it on his own, and God created the grave that your atrophied body will one day go. Thank you.